What up, y'all? It's your girl, UC Kayla, on my break. But I had to give you guys this video. I did not want to wait till I got home to record this video, guys. So we're going to get into it. We're going to hit it and quit it. I'm not going to do a scene-by-scene breakdown, but I'm going to give y'all some thorough points of mine throughout the episode in honorable mention, and we're going to break that trailer down, y'all. But before we get into it, if you haven't already, please remember to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share if you like the content, because I only want to do it if you want it. And I just wanted to report, guys, we're at 600 now. I cannot believe it. Over halfway to 1,000, and I really appreciate you guys, not just for the quantity, but I believe I have a really great quality of subscribers here at this channel, because you guys are so respectful in the comments. The perspectives are refreshing. It's not just trash talking about TV, it's fun, and that's what I always envision for my channel and the UC Kayla TV community. So thank you guys, and let's get into it. All right, guys, so we came in hot. This premiere was everything. I was so pleasantly surprised. Season 5, Sistas episode 1, Pain and Suffering. And of course, that came from Gary and his foolishness. I'll start you off with the synopsis, though, like I always do. And to my new people, I'm looking over at my notes. So, Andy confronts Gary about his intention to lawyer up against her. Karen's health is at risk as she comes to terms with the depth of her love for Zach. All right, so again, I'm going to do my top 5, and I'll give you an honorable mention at the end before we talk about the trailer. So at number 1, I have Karen's mom, Big Lisa. I was so happy to see Lisa back to talk some sense into her daughter. I love Lisa just because she keeps it real. She doesn't try to paint a picture to Karen like life is going to be perfect. It just is what it is, and you got to deal with it, you know? I feel like we've all been seeing Karen in season 3 and 4 basically like acting out like a bad child. So it was good to see her parent come in, obviously, since she can't manage to act like an adult. And since she's too old for a spanking, I guess I'll settle for the conversation that they had. But yeah, I really enjoyed that scene. It was real. And then like times like that, it makes you like, okay, I can empathize with Karen. But then we see the trailer and nothing has changed. It's business as usual for Karen. So anyway, but we'll get into that later. All right, y'all. My number 2 moment was how Andy bossed up and how she dealt with Gary and Hayden. Now, a lot of people on Twitter, and if you're not following me on Twitter, I'm at thatgirlKaylaD. It'll say UC Kayla TV. A lot of people were saying, oh, Andy was being soft with Gary. She didn't really handle her business. She's falling back into the trap. Now, we saw the trailer. Y'all saw the trailer. I'm not saying personally that Andy is done with Gary. I'm saying professionally, I think Andy was doing like the old reverse psychology thing on Gary, like psyching him out, getting in his head, because she knows how Gary's temper is, so she can't match his temper. What she can do is pull on his heartstrings and appeal to his emotion, and I think that's what Andy was doing, because as dumb as Andy is when it comes to love, when it comes to business and finance, Andy is very smart, and I don't think she's going to let love screw her out of her finances. So I took that as what Andy's approach was to Gary and how she was really trying to do it. But we'll see, because Andy done made a fool out of me several times when I tried to give her the benefit of the doubt. So we'll see how that goes. All right, y'all. My number 3 point was Pam. Pam was able to keep a secret, y'all. Like, bravo, Pam. And she was not being totally team Aaron last night, and I thought it was great to see. It took 5 seasons, but she finally got it. Now, at first, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. At first, it took me back. I'm like, why is she being so rude to Aaron? But then as the scene unfolded, I started to understand. Pam was trying to get Aaron to see that he can't just keep popping up on Karen, calling if she's not answering, doing all these things. He's being too forceful. And even though Aaron, and I've said this before, he doesn't do it in an abusive way like Gary, it's the same thing. You're trying to force your way into Karen's life. You're trying to force the relationship to be what you want it to be. And that's why Karen is going to continue to retreat, and why she's lost some respect. And I respected Pam for actually keeping the secret. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I was shook, because Pam can't keep a secret. And I thought she was going to tell Andy when Aaron left out of the salon. But she never did. So I was like, okay, Pam. I thought it was a good look. I think Aaron is just going to have to come to terms with, hey, you got this lady, possibly got her pregnant, and you're just her gentleman friend. You're not her boyfriend. He wants boyfriend access to Karen, but That's not what it is. So he's gonna have to come to terms with that. The same way Karen's gonna have to come to terms with, you and Zach ain't together no more. You're just his possible baby mama at this point, and an ex. All right, y'all. My top 4 moment obviously was the Zatima scene. Y'all know it was coming. We love Zatima on this channel. But no, seriously, I love the sentiment of the scene. I love the comedy of it at the end. It was funny. I love the sincerity that Zach showed Fatima, because they are constantly, you know, overwhelmed with so much drama on this show. We need moments like that. They need moments like that. And I feel like when Fatima first met Zach, she was the one, y'all remember in season 2, trying to affirm him and build him up, and he didn't exactly know how to take it. So it's funny to see the tables turn. It's like, we know Fatima loves Zach, and that's why she doesn't like to get super mushy. And she's even said it before, I don't like to look in your eyes because I fall more in love with you, and things like that. But it's good to see him make her squirm in that way, because she needs that. Even though she doesn't really know how to receive it as much as we thought she would, she needs the reassurance and the reaffirming, because the next second they'll be hit with something else. So I loved the scene. I thought it was touching, it was everything, and then it was funny at the end too. So I was here for it. And also I will mention, it was funny when he came to pick her up from work and he said, "Bye girl," to Hayden. When I say I couldn't breathe for about 2 minutes, I was rolling, because Hayden his blood need to boil seeing Zach the same way our blood be boiling when he come on our TV screen. So good for you, Hayden. I hope you're pissed off all night. All right, number 5, we have Preston. And these are in no particular order, but I had to put Preston in the last spot because, baby, Preston done lost his doggone mind. I'm like, I don't know how Preston thought that was going to sound when it came out. And I don't know what Danny's going to say next week, but I'm going to tell you what I heard. I used to have a girl. I ran out on that relationship. I messed around and found you and like you more than I thought I would. So if you don't want me to run away from you and run back to her, then you need to beg me to stay. I don't know what y'all heard. Y'all know you can tell me in the comments. My comments are always open. Y'all let me know. But that's what I heard. Sir, that ain't it. I mean, normally I've been Team Preston. I felt like Danny has handled a number of things wrong and poorly when it comes to she and Preston, but this ain't it, and I will not blame her. Now, this is the time that Danny needs to be like, nah, that ain't it, you tripping, because I don't know what in the backhanded proposal / ultimatum that was, but I'm not here for it. But yeah, that was my number 5 spot. Now, let me hit y'all with this honorable mention. Obviously Sabrina's in jail, but we didn't get much into that. So it's Calvin. Calvin is an idiot. Calvin is so selfish and annoying, because now you don't want Q there. When Q robbed Maurice at gunpoint, and then you were advocating for Q to come back, and Q was sexually harassing Maurice at every point and chance that he got. Or you was fine with Q being there then, but now that y'all done had this little run-in at the end of season 4, and he tried you and harassed you, now that you're uncomfortable, Q needs to go. When this ain't your house, Maurice did both of y'all a favor. When you was down and out recovering from that situation with your dad, Maurice did you a favor, because he was paying his rent fine without a roommate. Then you welcome somebody else into his space that he also did not want there, who literally traumatized him and harasses him, and you was advocating for that person to be here, but wonder why Maurice be cussing y'all out every chance he get. What, he supposed to greet y'all with a good morning and a smile? Like, that's why I don't rock with Calvin like that, because he's selfish. He's selfish with Sabrina like that. Calvin can only see things Calvin's way, and then when it's not Calvin's way, he throws a hissy fit. So yeah, I guess all of a sudden now Calvin don't want Q staying there. Boy, bye. Both of y'all need to leave. Neither one of y'all were good house guests. Neither one of y'all should have ever been there. But again, Maurice got to stop being so nice. But honestly, I did think Maurice used to overdo it with how he talked to Sabrina. But I can't understand his plight with Calvin and Q, because they're annoying. And he's in a whole situation that he really didn't even want to be in, trying to help people out who are giving basically him they behind the kiss. So that's my opinion on Mr. Calvin. Now, that trailer, y'all, we have the most obvious part. Andy and Gary done hooked back up, and Danny walks in on them. Andy, what are we doing? What are we doing? We just talked about this, sis. You just said just because you love somebody don't mean you need to be with them. But yet you back. I knew it. Sorry, y'all, it's my notes. I gave her 5 minutes and she done already messed up. Then we have Karen, who mama just got done talking to her about letting go of what she can't control, taking things a day at a time, and she already on the phone cussing Zach and Fatima out. And it looked like really just Fatima. Didn't your mama just talk to you about relaxing and taking care of the baby that you trying to grow? You got that? Which, my opinion on that is, if Fatima, what it looks like is that maybe Fatima told Aaron that she was in the hospital and that's how he ended up there. If she did or she didn't. It didn't take all that. But anyway, y'all know how Karen is, so whatever. All right, and then we have Sabrina in jail, about to get them 4 locks cut out her head. Poor Sabrina, all this over some mess with Q. So now I'm wondering where Maurice is too, because we didn't get to see Maurice this whole episode, and Maurice also works at the bank, so I'm pretty sure we'll get that answer next episode. And was there anything else in the trailer? Oh, Preston and Danny. We got to see what Danny's going to respond to Preston with that doggone foolishness, and he deserves a bye. Preston, have a good trip, because what like, this situation has gotten so toxic that they might be like Zach and Karen. There's no repair, and there's definitely somebody better out there for y'all. So anyway, y'all, that's my review. If I missed something in the trailer, y'all let me know. I obviously didn't care that much about it, because I didn't take notes on the trailer. I just took notes on the points I wanted to talk about. But yeah, y'all talk to me in the comments. Let me know what you thought of the episode. Was it a good start of the season to you? Are you more hopeful for season 5 than season 4? Because I definitely am, because I didn't know where... I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I didn't know how this was gonna go. If you watch Zatima, my review will be up shortly, because I just watched those episodes this morning, and I appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for being here. I'm not gonna hold you. I will see you tomorrow with my Zatima review, and I hope you guys have a fabulous Thursday. Bye, y'all.